Manitoba declared a provincial state of emergency this afternoon. It's due to the intense wildfires in that province. More than 100 fires are choking the air, prompting new evacuation orders and alerts. The situation is particularly concerning in the central and northern parts of the province. Premier Wab Kinew addressed the situation a short time ago.
The primary reason that we have called this latest state of emergency is because we need access to more facilities to be able to shelter this large number of Manitobans who are being forced to flee their homes due to wildfires. In the first round of the wildfire season, of course, you know that we stood up the Lila facility. That has been stood up again recently, and there were people staying there last night. We expect many, many more to be staying there tonight. City of Winnipeg, another excellent partner, has stepped up with the Billy Mosienko Arena. And very shortly, under the emergency powers, we will be moving forward with an order so that we have access to the RBC Convention Centre in downtown Winnipeg.
The CBC's Cameron McIntosh is live in Winnipeg and joins me now. So Cam, what's the latest with the wildfires and that state of emergency declared today?
Yeah, so as you heard the Premier there say, that state of emergency has been declared basically to help set up the facilities that are going to be required to bring about another 6,000 or 7,000 evacuees into Winnipeg and the surrounding area. Now, put that in perspective, from the first surge of fires and evacuations that we had here in this province, there's still about 6,600 people that are out of their homes. Many of them are in hotels. Hotel capacity has basically filled up throughout Manitoba, largely as a result of this. So the Premier is saying now that some evacuees will need to be put up in congregate shelters. Here's more now from Premier Wab Kinew.
The reality is that people who evacuate in Manitoba now will be heading to congregate shelters for the most part. We have some number of hotel rooms to deal with elders, to deal with people with really high medical needs that need to stay in hotel, but the vast majority of folks are going to be going to congregate settings.
So a lot of people on the move right now making their way to Winnipeg. Two main communities to focus on here. The first is the First Nations community of Garden Hill, 3,000 to 4,000 people. The Royal Canadian Air Force right now is actively flying in there and bringing people out. Now, this is a fly-in community in the summer. There are no roads or all year-round roads that go into that community. So this needs to be an airlift. We've been tracking Hercules aircraft going back and forth from Winnipeg to Garden Hill. Also, Canadian Forces Hercules that came from Trenton that's also running this route, along with some other military aircraft and civilian aircraft and commercial aircraft getting those people out. So Garden Hill is on its way here to Winnipeg, arriving in Winnipeg. The other community is Snow Lake, a little more than 1,000 people. Those people are driving here now. It's about 900 kilometers from Snow Lake to Winnipeg by road. Takes about 8 or 9 hours for most people to make that drive. Those people should be arriving later tonight and into tomorrow.
And Cameron, what are the other hotspots you're keeping your eyes on over the next 24 hours?
Well, there's no shortage of them, Andrew, unfortunately. If you look at a fire map right now, NASA's got one that's public access, and you can see that central to northern Manitoba is basically orange. There's fires all over the place, more than 100 fires burning in this province right now. So the community of Lynn Lake, which evacuated earlier this week, a lot of concern about that community. Split Lake. Also, there's a lot of concern about the city of Thompson. Now, this is the largest city in northern Manitoba. It's under a state of emergency. It hasn't called for an evacuation yet, but it's telling people to pre-register and telling people to be ready, have the car gassed up and have a bag ready to go in the event that the fires near that community get out of control. Now, the good news on that front is that they have made some progress on the fires that are near Thompson. There was some rain overnight that has really kind of helped them get a hold on that fire, but it's still considered out of control. The wind could move it at any time. So City of Thompson telling people to get ready to go if they need to. And of course, that city is about 12 to 13,000 people. You add that into the mix of evacuees, you've got a really big situation here again.
All right, Cam, thank you. The CBC's Cameron McIntosh live in Winnipeg.